Here we go. As I have to remember how to switch arenas. GG. Alright, so as we get sorted over into the next match, which was DPS My Wife IRL against SOAC Red, I believe. We will getting into that very shortly here. Okay, so if you let the admins know to send those teams over to
Yep,
server
they are coming to 3 right now, so we're gonna have it. Oh, yep, people already loading into this game right here.
Fantastic. So here we go. It's on the right map and everything. How very fantastic. So we'll go ahead and play our introductory video to this map while the teams get in here, and then we'll go over their builds. So this is the video for Niflel. I can't talk anymore. It's being a long day. Here you go, guys.
Hello and welcome to the Forest of Niflhel. In structured PvP, the game mode is Conquest. In Conquest, there are 3 capture points and they grant 1 point every 2 seconds. Kills grant 5 points and the first team to acquire 500 points is victorious. The Forest of Niflhel is one of the oldest SPVP maps and it's a part of the competitive map rotation. Each map has its own mechanics in order to keep the format interesting. On this map, we have 2 boss mobs, Spawnier and Chieftain Udahain. The bosses both grant 25 points when slain and a buff that grants a bonus 50 of every stat to the team that secures it. The bosses respawn after 3 minutes when they're killed, so it's important to keep those timers. Some common terminology you'll hear when talking about control points on every map are center, close point, and far point. On this map, for example, you can see that Henge is immediately within reach of blue team's spawn, and as such is blue team's close point and red team's far point. Similarly, the mine is red team's close point and blue team's far point. The keep is roughly equal distance between both teams and as such is center point. Time's up! We're heading into the next match. Get ready for some action.
Was Lunat the Herald voicing that over. And we'll go right over to the client once again. Here we go. And having a quick look at the builds for these, we have... let me update the things if you want to go ahead and go through the builds while I do that.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to start on Soac Red over there on blue team. We're going to start with Cade right here, a very renowned thief here on the NA side. He is running the sword dagger build, actually. So double sword dagger, running crit and energy on both of those right there. He is running the Lissa runes, so when he pops that Basilisk Venom, he will be getting all the boons for 5 seconds as well as losing conditions. He is running 10-30-0, 10-30-0-30-0, which is a little normal for sword dagger. We've seen that a lot with Cade and Jumper recently. Going on to Sunny on Guardian, he is running the Runes of the Soldier, and he's running Scepter Shield Hammer. He's actually running a Shaman's Amulet, so going for that burning a little more with his Virtue of Justice. He is running 0-0-10-30-30. Kind of the same build we've seen most Guardians running today. Zeus running Elementalist. He is doing the Scepter Dagger with Valkyrie and Berserker Gem. He is running Ogre Runes. He's running 0-20, 0-20, 30. That 20 in Air Magic we've been seeing a lot today for that extra damage. He is running Arcane Wave for the burst, and then Lightning Flash and Mistform for survivability.
All right, up next we have Zombify, who's running, of course, the 2 runes of Lissa, 4 runes of the Thief. He's got Scepter, Dagger, and Axe, Warhorn, and no Amulet.
This is a really weird build. He's actually running a power build, it looks like, but no Amulet. I don't think anyone told him, but if he doesn't show his stuff, it's a DQ.
Yep. And moving on to Vexius, we've got 6 runes of Divinity, a staff with Sigil of Superior Force, and a Valkyrie Amulet with a Berserker Jewel.
Sorry about that, just type in chat right there.
So with the 6 runes of Divinity, the staff, and the Valkyrie Amulet and Berserker's Jewel, what do you expect to see from that?
Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Vexius, sorry. He is running the triple cantrip right there with the Glyph of Elementals right now on staff. Probably going to switch that out shortly. I think he runs Dagger Dagger. Um, he's 0, 10, 0, 30, 30. So yeah, that tanky, very supportive Ellie that we're used to seeing today. Back to Zombify. Let's see if he's switched it out yet. Yeah, he has.
There we
So
go.
he is running...
For Thief to Lissa, he's got a Scepter Dagger and a Staff with the Carrion Amulet with Rampager Jewel.
And he's actually running Sigil Battle on his Staff and Scepter, so going for Might Stacks with Carrion, he's going to have a lot of power and condition damage. Wow, he's actually running 30, 30, 10, 0, 0, so he's got a Carrion, but this is typical what do we see with like Khalifa's power build almost, running with Consume Conditions, Well of Suffering, Well of Corruption, and Signet of Undeath. So this is going to be really fun to see. He is still running Plague Form though, not Lich. I'm really interested in seeing this. A lot of Necro players are probably scratching their head right now. This is going to be awesome to see. But going over to Red Team, starting with that Happy Kid.
Alright, that Happy Kid, he's got the 6 Scholar Runes, Sword Focus, as well as the Staff, and the Berserker's Amulet with the Berserker's Jewel.
So yeah, he is running 20-20-0-0-30, that Shatter build that we're seeing, but instead of Blink, he is taking Mirror Images for that stun break right there, as well as a little bit more damage for the Shatters.
Alright, moving on to Owaki. He's got 6 Runes of Divinity, a Staff, and the Valkyrie Amulet with Zerkar's Jewel.
Yeah, so running the triple cantrips again, 0, 10, 0, 30, 30. That support, team fight, he might be going Dagger Dagger, Scepter Dagger. He's just got that staff for the early buffs.
Okay. And then Lucy Lee with the 6 Runes of Lissa. He's got Sword Dagger as well as Sword Dagger. And he's running Zerker's Amulet with Zerker's Jewel. Both of the Sword Daggers are running Fire Energy, so that's just for the swapping bonuses.
And running the same exact build as Kid, I believe, 10, 30, 0, 30, 0. 1 second. Alright, and heading over to Apollo right here.
Apollo has 6 Runes of Lissa. He's got the Great Sword and Sword Pistol as the secondary set. He's got Berserker's Amulet with a Berserker's Jewel.
And running 10, 30, 0, 25, 5 with the Signet of Illusions. So this is a different Phantasm build we're seeing right here. This is going to be very interesting to see. Actually, we're seeing a lot of different stuff.
All right, and moving right on to the final one, H-Man Ellie with 6 Runes of Divinity, Dagger Dagger, and Valkyrie Berserker's Amulet.
And again, that triple cantrip right there, tanky 0, 10, 0, 30, 30. Kind of what most of the other triple cantrip elementalists are running. Very tanky, good survivability, and a lot of stun breaks. And it looks like we are ready.
Looks like Zombify settled on Summon Flesh Golem as his 0.
Yeah, that's fine. A lot of people, what they do in the beginning is they do Flesh Golem in the beginning, then switch their Elite right before it starts again. It gives them 13% Death Shroud, so they get to start with a little Death Shroud in the beginning.
Ah, okay. Very nice. So, we'll be getting started here very shortly as soon as all the players have readied up. And once again, this is the first match of the semifinals in the Tower Dive TV / SOAC tournament, best of 3. And the winner of this best of 3 will move on to the finals against You Are the Future Charity. Alright, so we'll have a look at the split here in just about 4 seconds. And here we go. Both teams are out the gate. A very quick move from that Endless, going off to the Henge. One Mesmer looking to go to Henge from the red team, and of course one Elementus to the Mine for the red. 2 going to Svanir, and 2 it looks like going towards Chieftain. We're getting a little distracted there. And 1 of each team going to the keep. It looks like we've got Little Sunny and Human Ellie both fighting over the keep. Apollo already taken down here by the blue team over near Chieftain and the Henge. And about to get stomped by Vexus. No, delaying it just a little bit. Going back up to the keep, we've got Human Ellie fighting with Lucy Lee against Lil Sunny. And that Happy Kid's there too, but so is Zeus and Zombify in here to even out the odds.
And did someone from blue team go down? I didn't see it. I saw Zombify cast Signet of Undeath, but I didn't see anyone actually go down, so I'm not sure if that was a mistake or if someone did go down and instantly res and I missed that.
Well, if they did go down, it was very, very quick. I didn't actually see anyone go down either, but Human Ellie is down, and he's in a lot of trouble here over in the corner. He's doing his best to stay alive here. Cade's on top of him, mist forming right away there. But hey, he's now portaled right back to safety for a nice revive here. Lucy Lee on top of the other side of the portal, doing a bit of reviving. Very nicely placed portal there, and that's 2 points to the blue team, both Henge and Keep. Now, Apollo is going for the Henge right now, but Vexus is there to try and stop him.
That was actually an extremely fast fight mid. Really cool to see, actually. From everything I'm told, Soac Red, this is actually their weakest map. So for being the weakest map, they did fantastic there. But we do have that 2v2 going on mid right now, as well as that small skirmish at Henge.
Right, and we've got another death from the red team, and they're reviving right now. But this fight for blue team holding on to this point, Zeus, Lil Sunny, and Zombify doing their best to get Human Ellie, the Happy Kid, and Waki out of the way here. Human Ellie is down in trouble, being revived by Waki. Are they going to be able to get anything onto this? No, he's going to get up quite no problem at all. Zombify about half health, but he should be fine from that. He's getting focused a little bit since he is low, but he's going to be able to back out nicely. Henge still being contested a little bit, but fighting for it quite well. Both the buffs are up and available. I do not believe that Chieftain was actually taken at the beginning. I may be wrong. I think it was...
I don't believe any buffs were. But Zombify actually went down, and Zeus was able to get a misres on him. It was fantastic. But both Zombify and Zeus go down. Zeus does get stomped on, and Sunny goes down as well.
Yeah, Zombify and Lil Sunny both very, very low. About to die here. And looks like this point is going to go to the red team very, very shortly. Vexius not in a position to help. Looks like it's going to be a nice capture for Human Ellie here, as he's going to be able to take the keep and start pushing things back towards the red team's favor.
And nothing's going on right here. We do have that fight at Henge. Sunny did just shoot me a message. He actually does not want to be called Little Sunny, just Sunny. So,
okay, just Sunny.
Well, that's going out here. We do have that Henge going at Keep, that fight going on at Henge.
Okay. And Zeus Vexus is in a lot of trouble there. He is down and surrounded by enemies. There goes a stomp, and down he goes to Apollo. Apollo now down in return for it, but he's got friends. But here's Zeus for the stomp, who doesn't quite get it, but Apollo is back up now. And Sunny just fighting the Happy Kid up in the corner, and Lucy Lee goes down on the red team. Here comes the stomp, and hey, right through the portal. But Lucy Lee is down. And that's a good stomp for the blue team. Blue team getting momentum back into their favor once again. Apollo is down and being revived. Complete safety at the key. But red team still has the 2-to-1 point advantage despite the momentum going back into the favor of the blue team.
That was actually really good for red team. He went down. He was able to get Illusion of Life and then went through a portal all the way back to keep. When he went down again, he was just healed. So very good Mesmer play right there by Apollo.
Absolutely. These portals being so huge in them actually doing a great job in keeping these fights happening and keeping people alive. It's several times now the portals save people. And now Human Ellie is in a lot of trouble there. And he's down. He's being chased down by Kane, but he's got help right there from Wake. And it may be able to get the... No, he's right... Mist forming right back to the point. And he's got plenty of help there. He should have plenty of surrounding. But here comes Zeus to knock him away from the revives. Trying to keep him alive right there. Apollo just trying to protect him along with Happy Kid, trying to keep these off him, but no. Ellie goes down, and they are trying to take down Zombify, actually, who's shrouding right now to stay alive. He's pretty close to going down there, and down he goes now. Waki attempting the immediate stomp there, and it looks like he was interrupted rather nicely there, walked right out of that. And Zombify is right back up once again. The Happy Kid is now the down fellow, but he's back up once again. Vexius next in trouble over at the Henge. Looks like Lucy Lee is going to be able to take the Henge rather nicely for the red team. Vexius misforming, but not going to be enough. Apollo now down in the center point here.
That was actually a really good play by Cade. Zombify went down. He was able to get the Shadow Refuge up there at Keep and get Zombify back up to full health, actually. That was really good. And Blue Team actually won that.
And Cade comes right back to help defend the henge right before it was captured by Lucy Lee, who's in trouble now with 2 Zeus and Cade there fighting him off. And actually 3 only remaining from the red team now. Lucy Lee is stuck in a 2v1 situation here. And Human Ellie also very low. Now the red team is beginning to respond as the blue team starting to pick up these points off the back of that. Keep is held by the blue team. Sunny there protecting it against Ellie as he comes right in there. And looks like Henge has a good opportunity of going back to the blue team here. Lucy Lee is down and about to get stomped. Is it going to work? No. Oh, yeah, it does. And the teleport not getting far enough away to survive that stomp.
And blue team's actually picking up Chieftain right now, so they're actually going to be at a 2-to-1 point advantage, and they just got the 25 points. They are actually in the lead by 1 point right now, back in this game.
Yeah, they are quickly gaining a slight lead now, but it looks like they're going to have some trouble holding this midpoint here. They're going to have to fight as best they can. They're not showing as much tankiness as some of the previous teams you've seen. Sunny running in a lot of trouble there, but they are doing a great job of sustaining and getting these clutch revives down and getting everyone in the fight as long as possible. But there goes the neutralize on the point. Sunny was knocked out of position. Noah's on the point, so it did finally go down. But still fighting desperately for the point, trying to knock Red back off in exchange for that.
Yeah, and blue team is actually doing fantastic in this mid-fight right here. Sunny did just go down Vexius to try to get that miss-res, but it was not enough. A little bit too late.
The Happy Kid in a lot of trouble himself, but it looks like he's going to get revived. They're just in time to not go down without Sunny there. It's going to be a tough fight for the blue team to contest this. They've still got Zombifying Cade there, and they're doing their best to hold on to this point, but it's not going to go well for them without their primary tank sitting there on the point.
Yeah, and the game's still extremely close. Tied game, you know, Red's up by 1 point. They do have a capture node right now where blue is sitting at 0, but this fight mid is pretty intense, and you even have that 1v1 going at Henge, close fight, but it looks like Zeus might be going down there.
Yeah, Zeus is in a lot of trouble here against Lucy Lee. Lucy Lee doing a great job of evading and getting lots of damage down onto Zeus, but still a very close fight. There goes the mist from Zeus, kind of delaying things. And he's trying to stay alive in there, but here comes the attempt at Stomp. Mist is already down, so down goes Zeus, and Lucy Lee is going to go ahead and pick that up. Meanwhile, in the mid, the H-Man Ellie is in a lot of trouble here. Apollo and the Happy Kid are also down. Zeus is the only one dead on the blue team, so they've got this huge advantage here. 3 down from the red team. Happy Kid is dead. Apollo is about to die. Lucy Lee is dead. Wake is the only remaining member of the red team alive right now. It's going to be a big chance for blue to pick up Henge and to pick up the keep right now.
Yeah, and that's going to put him back at a 2-to-1 node advantage. Red team does have some momentum that they do have to pick back up. Trying to win keep over again is going to be pretty hard when it's a fresh fight. So blue team, definitely a really good victory for them right there.
That gives them the current home field advantage for the keep, and that's going to keep them in this fight a lot longer. They're already caught up on points pretty much, just 1 or 2 points behind. That's quickly going to chip into their favor as they're tied up now. Both teams very, very close in this match. Svanir is back, but no one's going for it yet. They're all going in onto this keep point, trying to wrest it from the hands of blue. Wake's running into a lot of trouble there, and completely lost track of him. There he goes, right off to the back. He's running out of the fight here. Ishmanelli and Lucy Lee trying to fight out this point right here. It's going to be a long, drawn-out, tanky fight. Meanwhile, down in the henge, Cade is fighting with Apollo down, trying to get that point cleared up for the red team. Chieftain back up now. So back to this mid-fight. Still all the tankiness, trying to do what they can to maintain this position here. Zombify doing a good job of being solid there in the middle of Shroud, just constantly keeping him safe.
And yeah, H-Man actually not doing too bad on Ellie. He's known for Warrior. Last week he played Warrior and Necro, I think, and then this week he's on the Ellie. So pretty versatile player. Maybe not, you know, the best Ellie, but not doing too bad for someone that, you know, hasn't played a majority of Elementalists. And blue team does get that mid.
This fight has gone into the favor of the blue team once again. Lucy Lee is dead. Wonke and the Happy Kid are both very, very low and dying off here. It doesn't look like Happy Kid's going to be able to revive. He's just going to die and have to go through his 5. But they did manage to take the henge, so they're turning the 2-to-1 the other way around. But they lost a lot of points due to the deaths they got from that fight. And it's Apollo trying to 1v2 here. Cade's very, very low and about to die here if Apollo can get that extra bit of damage. But they're going to do their best to get this henge point recaptured for the favor of blue team.
Yeah, and both the buffs are up right here. So 422 to 446, we could see some clutch plays right here on the bosses. This looks like it's going to be a fairly close game. Red team has started spawn here. It looks like blue team's about to start chieftain. And it's 1-1. Oh, it's actually 2-1 point advantage for blue.
Yeah, and that's going to keep them nice and ahead. If they manage to pick up the chieftain, they're going to have a nice, cozy lead here. The spawn here only added up to tying the scores. Oh, red picks up the chieftain. Very nicely done by Lucy Lee, stealing that, giving them that slight advantage. They've got the 10-point lead now. They're so very close to victory, but they're behind 2 points to 1. It's going to be a very close finish. Is anyone going to be able to neutralize a point? If they can neutralize the keep, red team has got this for sure. Only 5 points left to go to 9. It looks so good for the red team.
And Sunny actually does go down mid, so he's going to get killed. If they get the 5 points right there,
No,
oh
there
my
it goes.
gosh, red team does take that win right there.
That's huge, that steal on the chieftain by Lucy Lee. Probably the most important play of that match. Right there at the end, picking up that chieftain and then just getting that point advantage that they need to finish off for the win. So we're going to see the red team go 1-0 at the beginning of this. DPS, my wife, IRL versus SOAC. It's going to be 1-0 in favor of DPS.
And that was definitely the best match that we've seen all day today. 500 to 497. That steal on that buff right there was just absolutely insane.
That was beautiful. And next up is Faux Fire, so we're going to go ahead and play the map introductory video for you while the players get connected. Just be one moment here, and here we go.
Team fights galore. This is the legacy of the Faux Fire. The legacy of the Faux Fire is the last of the maps in competitive rotation. On this map, the secondary objective is a guild lord that spawns for both teams. The guild lord resides in their team's respective starting zone and awards 150 points when slain. Not to be underestimated, however, the guild lord is a mighty warrior, accompanied by an entourage of 2 casters with powerful lightning abilities and 2 soldiers. In order to reach the enemy team's guild lord, you must break down one of the 2 entrances to the enemy team's keep and battle his companions whilst attempting to take his life. There are 2 different strategies that teams will often employ in Conquest. One strategy is attacking the side points in order to force teams to spread their forces thin and risk getting overwhelmed at one point, and the other is to play center and close. In general, most team compositions will either favor towards more mobility or more sustainability. Often it can be very hard for teams to neutralize a point once it has been taken, and as such, it is vital importance to force opportunities where you can hold a point for a very long time, or where your opponent cannot hold theirs. Hope you were paying attention, soldier. Lesson's over. Battle's about to begin.
Have it. Faux Fire is up next. As soon as the teams are ready, they'll be able to get in on this fight. What do you see happening differently in this match from the last one?
From what I've told, like, Soac's pretty good. Like I said, that was their weakest map. I don't know. I mean, last week we did see DPS do really well on this map too. So I think we're going to see some crazy fights mid. Soac does have that double Ellie comp for the heals. But again, so does DPS. So we're probably going to see some pretty good fights here in a minute.
So here we go into the second match of the best of 3 of this semifinal. Here we go. Let's look at the splits. We've got 2 heading up towards Waterfall for the blue team, 3 heading down towards Graveyard and Quarry for the blue team, and 2 going to the Waterfall for the red team as well. Just an Elementalist heading over to the Graveyard, and 2 from the red team heading off to the Quarry. Looks like the red team delayed a little bit there, heading up towards the Waterfall, trying to catch someone out of position here and giving them a bit of a chance to split up. So let's go right over to the Graveyard here and have a look at H-Man Ellie trying to fight off Sunny here. Meanwhile, up in the top here, we've got Vexius running into a lot of trouble as he's suddenly in a 2v1 situation. Zeus is on his way back trying to help him, but is he going to get there in time? Oh, here's Cade. No problem. It's a 2v2. Zeus is on the way to make it a 2v3 here. But Corey very nicely secured by the red team. First point to be done, so it's going to give them early point advantage here.
Yeah, and again, we do have that 3-4 fight right there taking place in mid. Red team does have a number advantage, but
well, Vexius is down, and he's in a lot of trouble here. Cade's very low as well. He's about to go down himself as well. Vexius, if they can get him down, they're going to have a great chance at taking this point. Cade is just down and hiding in stealth next to the point. Not quite. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. He gets the revive off Vexius, and Cade there doing a great job of staying alive here in this fight. as red team doesn't quite manage to take the point quite yet. Oh, they did take the point, but they're not quite holding it securely. Meanwhile, over in the center point, H-Man Ellie doing a great job of holding off this opposing team. Walkie and the Happy Kid fighting as well as Zombify, Zeus, and Sunny there, the ones fighting for the blue team in that situation. But there's already a 2-to-1 point advantage for the red team, and they're quickly getting a larger and larger point lead here.
Yeah, and red team did a fantastic job of splitting points. They have both side points. They're up 64-0 right now. Mid's kind of been contested the whole time. And red, they're punishing blue right now. They're punishing Soac. DPS is literally DPSing Soac down.
And Lucy Lee's the only one defending that center point now, though, running into a lot of trouble. Looks like blue may be able to take this point unless Human Ellie can get there in time. Yeah, they managed to take the point. Graveyard finally being taken by the blue. The first points for SOAC onto the board now. 2 from the red team are down and trying to recover. Both that Happy Kid and Lucy Lee just trying to survive here. Looks like Lucy Lee's off in a corner, maybe able to survive unless Sunny spots her here. And here it goes. Sunny going to probably try and pick up the kill there. Vexius trying to 1v1 Awaki there, but here comes Zeus and Zombify. Human Ellie going down once again. Red is starting to lose their momentum that they had. They've still got the point advantage here. They're still holding the waterfall, and they're tied up with the blue holding the graveyard, but they're losing the fights now. They're losing people, and this is turning back into SOAC's swing of things.
Yeah, and we do have that fight going on Corey. Vexius is getting the stomp on Wacky right now, so blue should be able to pick that up. No one from red's anywhere close to contesting it, so blue will have a 2-to-1 point advantage.
Indeed they will. 2 of the surviving members of red team are up at this top waterfall point here. Cade trying to take it back, but he's going to be 2v1 here for a while. Blue team with that 2-to-1 point lead will quickly make up that deficit that they started early with, as long as they can hold on to those points, particularly if they can uncap this waterfall.
Yeah, and Sunny's sitting mid. Corey was decapped right there. H-Man should be able to get the capture back onto Corey as Vexius goes towards middle. And red team is doing really well over there on waterfall.
Oh yeah, they're doing a fantastic job of holding it. Cade's in a lot of trouble. They've got 3 against the 2 there. Cage is trying to hold back and survive in stealth, but if he gets spotted, he's going to be in a lot of trouble there. Apollo doing a good job of holding on to the point, taking a lot of damage though. Cade's mostly healed back up now, and down goes Apollo almost instantly from the burst from Cade and Vexius. And Zeus and Zombify are showing up now, so now it's a 2-on-4 in favor of the blue team, but now Corey is retaken. Graveyard is contested. Only Lasuni is here to defend against several from the red team. They put all their efforts into retaking the waterfall. Now Sunny's got to hold this all by himself. Zombify and Zeus are here now. But is it that's probably going to be more than enough to hold on to the point, at least for the short term, if Sunny can stay alive.
As Sunny is going down rather quick right there. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to make it to him. Actually, yeah, he was able to get up right there. So a full res right there. That was really good. I believe that was a signet of Undeath from Zombify right there.
Very nicely done. Right before that stomp would go down. Still 2-to-1 point advantage for the blue team, but hey, they're still down 40 points. If 50 points. If red team can recapture 1 or 2 of these points, they can really quickly maintain their lead here. Sunny doing a great job of still staying alive. This fight for the center point being so very hard, and down he goes one more time. Is he going to be able to get a revive in time? It looks like there's plenty of health coming in, and up goes Sunny once again, doing a great job of maintaining and bunkering in the center point, keeping it up in favor of the team. Waterfall has gone to the red team, but they've lost Corey now. Corey with Wake engaging Cade, one-on-one there. Happy Kid now down in the middle here. He should be able to get back up, no problem. But Lucy Lee is down now as well, and so is Ellie. Oh, looks like the red team has lost 3 here in this midpoint. They're going to be able to defend this point, no problem at all, and get an opportunity here with these 2 being down to get back into this fight. As
actually, yeah, 3 people down mid. H-Man dead, Happy Kid dead, Lucy Lee about to die. That was really good plays by blue.
A huge one fight for them. Cade may have gone down at the quarry, but otherwise blue is taking all the advantages right now. They're quickly closing this gap. They're only 30 points behind now, and they're reducing the ability for this red team to defend their points just by killing them, which is really the easiest way to do it, I suppose. Wake doing his best to try to get this point back, but Vexius and Wake pretty much evenly matched here. No one really able to take an advantage from the situation. Sunny just sitting all alone on the center point, holding it. Here comes Ellie to try and contest it, but that's going to be a while before anything happens. Apollo running into a lot of trouble at the waterfall, with Zeus and Zombify looking to retake that. Oh, we're seeing the game swing really into favor of blue now. They're still 30 points behind, but it looks like they're going to be able to pick up the waterfall. They've still got the graveyard as long as Sunny can hold it. And there we go. We're going to start seeing blue really start to make a recovery here.
Yeah, only 30 points behind. They have a lot of people coming into mid right now to try and hold it off. Zombify only has 9 seconds left before he has the Signet of Undeath, which is the AoE Resurrect. So, you know, if people go down, he's probably going to have that ready by that time. They should be able to sustain enough, actually, in this fight. And Zombify actually had 25 stacks of Corruption right now. So he is doing a lot of Corruption damage, or sorry, a lot of Condition damage. But they actually did lose Waterfall right there.
Well, yeah, they are now with the 2-1 disadvantage, which is unfortunate because they still have that deficit, weren't quite able to make it up. But they are doing a great job of holding onto the center point. Lucy Lee is in a lot of trouble over by Waterfall. Cade going right in there, but plenty of stealth and recovery to get back into the fight. No problem. Apollo and Lucy versus Zeus and Cade there. Zombify now getting jumped by the rest of the red team as they start heading towards that, and Zombify stomped right there. Vexius coming right in behind him to try to fight them off, but that was a free pickup on that, and Zeus is now down. Cade trying to keep him up, but a lot of damage coming in. Zeus is going down and down. Cade stealth trying to revive, but it's not going to be enough. Zeus is going to die here, and Cade's going to 1v2 for the waterfall here, and things are going back into the favor of the red team pretty heavily. They've got a 60-point advantage again and still hold the 2-point advantage.
Yeah, I think a little mistake from Zeus right there. Maybe bad communication on Blues. On blue team, he threw down that Shadow Refuge, but Zeus accidentally attacked, knocking him out of stealth and stopping him from getting that Resurrect up.
Oh no. So Vexius is running into a lot of problems with Cade here in the middle. Sunny is there being as tanky as possible and staying alive. But Walkley, Ellie, and Kid managed to take down Vexius. He's in a lot of trouble here. And there goes the stomp. Vexius is down. And Cade and Sunny are all that's left at this center point. Is Red going to be able to wrest this away and have the 3-point advantage? They've beaten that 350-point mark where a Lord Rush would do it for them. And there we have Apollo going right in for the Lord, going right there by himself. No help coming. But if he gets that portal down and some, if he has portal, if anyone can get there to help him in any case, we can see a huge rush for the Lord here, and it would be an instant win for them. They've got the 400 points to 293-point win. They've got 2 points right now. As long as no one contests this Lord push, they could be pulling out a win here.
Yeah, and no one's heading back right there.
No one seems to know about it.
Cade looked like he was heading back, and then he switched. You know, Apollo is running Phantasms, not Shadow, so he's going to have a little easier time soloing this Lord, even if no one to back him up. Vexius comes out of spawn, and Sunny comes out of spawn, and no one's going back to help with their Lord right there.
And even with Apollo all alone out there, 4v5ing out in the 3 points, Red managed to pick up 3 points. Apollo might not be able to kill the Lord before his team wins. He's getting close to it, though. It's going to be close, another case. Well, this looks handily in the favor of the red team at this point. No one's reacting to this Lord push still. Even if they were to neutralize all of the points, if Apollo finishes off the Lord here, that's it. That's the end of the match.
Yeah, and even with 2 points, with Apollo not even being in the fight, they're doing fantastic without him. But the Lord is going down. Sometimes, you know, the little problem seeing the Lord's health, so I can't really tell you where it's at right now. But yeah, blue team is going to have some problems because sooner or later this Lord will go down. Apollo's definitely able to solo it, even with red team not having any points right now. As soon as this goes down, red team will have that victory.
Yeah, still no reaction from the blue team on it. Only 14 points to win. And blue team's like, hey, we're making a comeback. We're taking points. Hey, where's Apollo? Why haven't we seen Apollo in a while? Red team is losing fights a lot of plays. Here comes Zeus. Finally, someone's coming back for it, but it's too late. A little too late. The Lord is picked up by the red team, and that's going to be a solid win for them, bringing them 2-0 in this best of 3. It looks like DPS My Wife IRL is going to be moving on to the finals against You Are the Future Charity.
Good games coming out of DPS right there. Both teams actually really good games. The first game was extremely close. This one, not as much. They had some really good point control. Man, we really haven't seen too many games go to Kyle.